In this video, I will show you how to add some simple CSS style rules to style a web page. As you can see here, I have a fairly plain web page listing two of my favorite poems, but it's pretty boring looking. If I wanted it to look nicer, I should add CSS style sheets to make it look better. So let's switch over to my text editor. And here you can see the HTML for that web page. It's pretty basic. It just has a title, H1 and H2 headlines, and paragraphs for the two poems. So in order to make it look nicer, I have to create a style sheet. So I'm going to create a new file, and this will be my style sheet. So the first thing I'm going to style is the body, and I'm going to give it a background color. I'm going to give it a nice gold background color. Then I want to style my paragraphs, and I'm going to give them a margin of 1 EM all the way around. And for fun, I'm going to add the CSS3 box shadow style, just to give it a shadow. Then I want to style my H1 and H2 headlines to give them a specific font family. I'm going to give them a fancy font family of Academy Engraved LET with a backup font of Baskerville Times and Serif. But then I want to give my H2, make my H2 stand out a little bit more by giving it a color of brown. And we'll close out that. So now we have a style sheet, and it's styled all of the elements that I have in my HTML. And I need to save it as a style sheet, so I'm going to say save. And then I'm going to give it a name of mystyles.css. And save it in the same directory as my favorite poem file. Of course, now, if we go back to the HTML, there's nothing in this HTML to tell it, yes, style it with these styles. We have to link those styles to get to this document. So I'm going to go up into the head of my document. I'm going to link them with the link tag rel equals style sheet. And the href is mystyles.css, the file I just created. And now, remember, if this is what the web page looks like right now before I link the style sheets. And then if I go in and link the style sheets, so I hit save so that it's linked there, and then I go back to my web browser, I can reload, and there we have it. I don't really like the shadow as much as I thought I might, but you know, that's probably because of the yellow background. But as you can see, they have my headline is in the nice fancy font. The subheads are in the same fancy font but in brown color, and each paragraph has a shadow and is indented slightly. So that's how you add styles to a web page.